Perfect. Oh my god, and you guys thought I would be late to my stream. That's the crazy part. You guys thought I was going to be late to the stream that I told you guys last minute. And that's not going to happen here. That's not going to happen here. As you can see, I got a table full of ingredients, and you guys have no idea what I'm making. I mean, unless you read the title, which that would just spoil it all. But that doesn't really matter, you know? Like let's be honest. Um Let me just make sure that this gets uh that I ping everyone. Notifications, copy this. Go here. Oops. This stream. I'm pinging everyone again, bro. Fuck my server. I'm pinging every single person. All right, perfect. I've misspelled half of it, but I do have a few things that I do want you guys to see, right? Why aren't you a fox IRL? This is my human Sona. Don't worry about it. My human Sona is different. Don't worry about it. I promise. I promise. Right? So I have multiple things that you guys would never think about. How's it going, Arctic Fox? Thanks for joining. I do have Romano cheese, Parmesan cheese. I have garlic, tomatoes, parsley, uh, a lot of thyme, which is actually like really ugly because this is like the only good one that Walmart had. Damn, he is Italian American. He is making birthday lasagna. I'm not Italian or American, but thanks for the compliments. So I literally had to set up a fucking table because I remember last time, the last cooking stream, which was actually last year, a week after my birthday, because that's when I set the timer, and I actually did stream it. Will the lasagna have a birthday candle? Um, you know what I forgot to buy? I may have forgotten to buy a birthday candle. What? It's okay though. It's okay. We don't need a birthday candle. We have our beautiful knives, a beautiful lasagna, and I have hopes and dreams that this is going to be a very fun stream. Why is the source resolution 764p specifically? Thank you for the happy birthday wishes, Carol. I don't know why the resolution is that actually. Um, that's interesting. Thanks for letting me know. However, I will not be fixing it, but thanks for letting me know. In the meantime, I'm just gonna be holding my knives real quick because I literally forgot to do this before the stream began, and I might as well do it right now. So I do have a few things that I need to get done for my lasagna to be cooking, and I do know how to cook, right? I think we established that, but today there's a lot to do. This is going to be a pretty lengthy streaming, if I do say so myself, because I will be making something called fresh pasta, right? I'll be making something called fresh pasta, and to make fresh pasta, you need fresh ingredients. So I was like, if I'm gonna make fresh pasta, I might as well buy everything fresh. Oh, okay, that is the alarm of my house going off for no reason. We will be ignoring that. And in the meantime, I'm just going to be telling you guys happy evacuating your mother day. Okay, that is also another thing that you could be saying. Anyways, I want to start off with the tomatoes because the tomatoes do kind of take a little bit of time to do. But if you guys are getting bored, right? If you guys are getting bored, I did want to make sure that this stream was entertaining. So we will be gambling if you guys get bored, right? I have a bunch of gambling tickets right here, and we will gamble until we win, right? That's the spirit of the birthday. That's why we're here. During your birthday, you get all the birthday money that you get and you gamble it all away. That's what you're supposed to do, right? I don't know if this is against Twitch code or whatever, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. We're gambling it all away because why wouldn't I gamble, right? So to start things off, I'm just gonna take this away from my tomatoes because I don't really I'm gonna use that. Put it all on black. These are scratch offs, but I will be keeping that in mind. I will put it all in black, even though my main color is my Sona's color is red. And you would think that if my Sona color is red, I would gamble it all on red, right? But I guess we're gambling on black. Also, these tomatoes are really dirty. I think I'm gonna have to give them a quick wash before I actually use them because I am not putting them in dirty water. I mean, I'm not putting dirty tomatoes in clean water. I actually didn't think about this beforehand, but it's only the tomatoes I have to clean because everything else I already had. I made sure that I had. My kitchen is a bit of a mess, as you guys will see very soon. You guys can see me. Oh my god, I set up that camera perfectly. You guys can see my you guys can see me across the whole kitchen. I did do a little bit of preparation before the stream started, but I'm gonna be honest, this is a pretty scuffed stream. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest. All of my streams are pretty scuffed, right? However, this one is might be a little bit more scuffed than all of the others because it's just like I just felt like streaming, man. I just felt like you know what? Let me get on a fucking Monday on a Monday afternoon, like 12. It's not even it's 1 p.m. on a Monday afternoon. Let me just start streaming. Yeah, let me just start streaming. Everyone's in school. Everyone's at work. Let me just stream because what is there to do on your birthday other than by yourself at your home stream making lasagna, right? Like it makes sense, right, guys? Right. Yeah, you guys. Don't question me. I know what I'm doing. I'm definitely okay mentally. Yeah. Okay. All of my tomatoes are clean. I will be bringing them back now to my cutting board. What have you guys said in chat while I was gone? I don't think there's a whole ass gambling. Oh, there are gambling streams? Oh, okay. So we're good. We're good. I can gamble all I want. And Twitch is not going to be able to stop me. No one is going to be able to stop me. I am my power is limitless. Fast fire hazard is okay. Wow. My feelings are absolutely decimated. How could you say that I'm going to start a fire hazard? Anyways, we're gonna be starting off by cross hatching my tomatoes because I will be making fresh tomato sauce. And the thing about making fresh tomato sauce is you have to do like a little plus sign. Oh, there we go. You have to do a little plus sign in the end of the tomato, like right here. Boil it, and that's so you can take off the skin. And after you take off the skin, you can crush it with your hands. Yep, blanched tomatoes. Yeah, I'm gonna be using a lot of techniques here, which I do want to teach my chat how to do. Okay, that was way too much. I cut that way too much. I forgot how sharp my knives are because I haven't used my knives in a very long time. They are very. So you see, guys, I was talking, right? I was talking this whole time about how nice it's going to be with me having a nice, beautiful microphone that I just bought. A microphone that I just bought for this specific occasion, right? Thank you, by the way, Jones, for letting me know. About like, oh my god, I spent money so that my streams would be so much higher quality. And guess what? It ran out of battery as soon as I was talking about it. Like, the chances of that happening are so slim that it is pretty hilarious. Don't mind me saying. I just want to do most of the meats before I start. I should get a garbage can here. That's going to be a problem for later. But in the meantime, I'm going to be boiling the tomatoes, just making sure that I can peel the skin away, making it very easy for me in the future. Okay, beautiful. Let's turn this on to the high heat because I want it to boil. And I have a lot of tomatoes. Can you guys hear me? I just want a thumbs up from chat, just making sure that you guys can hear me. Because if you guys cannot hear me, then I would be very upset. Right? I would be pretty upset if you guys cannot hear me. Because, oh, okay, thank God you can hear me. Because imagine, I'm like just doing a whole ass stream and you guys can't even hear anything that I'm saying. That would be quite upsetting, don't you think? Anyways, I don't have a microphone on me anymore, so it kind of feels weird now. It'll be fine. I'm gonna be dicing up my onion real quick, because this is gonna be the base of my sauce. I'm gonna be, I'm not gonna use that much olive oil. I'm gonna use the fat from the ground beef that I bought to cook it. So that's gonna be nice. So usually to cut an onion, you wanna cut the place where it all gets together. You cut from the root all the way down, making sure. And this is the way that you never cry cutting an onion. And I'm gonna eat my words. I'm gonna start crying. I know I will, because life hates me. And you guys, all you guys want to see. Oh dear, I am late. You are only 10 minutes late. I should have used the knife as your mic replacement. Oh yeah, let me just grab. And yeah, that's gonna be my knife, my mic replacement. Just stab my knife right into my chest. That's gonna work just fine, right, guys? It's a technique called like hurry up or die, right? Because you would be bleeding out from stabbing yourself with a very sharp knife to your chest. Oh, blood sauce, yummy. Yeah, that's gonna be our bread sauce. Speedrun lasagna percentage. I do want to cook this pretty quickly because there is a lot to do. And it is 1 p.m. I have not eaten anything all day. And I woke up at 6 in the morning and I went back to sleep and I was late for my class. But let's not talk about that. Let's just say I woke up at 6 and I left the house at 7:30. Anyways, I'm gonna just be dicing my onion real quick. So usually I want to make sure that my knife is very sharp. And the thing about onions is that I hate onions because dicing onions are the worst thing that any human can do. It's the biggest amount of pain because onions hate you and you hate onions. But if you are in love with onions, like I am, because of their beautiful taste and smell, then I highly recommend that you use them because they have beautiful characteristics such as natural sugars, which you should definitely be using. Anyways, I am rambling on. So right now I'm basically just dicing my onion real quick because I want to make sure that all of my food is nicely incorporated evenly. I don't have a bench scraper, which is something I should have invested before the stream started, but we don't need a bench scraper. We just need our beautiful hands, right? We need our beautiful hands, our beautiful bowls, and a lot of hope that everything goes the right way, because if I make a lasagna and it turns out burnt or something, I will cry. I was just straight up cry, leave, kill myself on my birthday, and you know, yeah, things of that nature. So right now I know my tomatoes are boiling over there. Well, the water's not boiling yet. I should have put it to boil before I started the stream because I knew that was what I was gonna start with. But regardless, that's gonna be cooking over there, absorbing water, getting softer, so that way when it's time to like peel the tomatoes and start my sauce, I have that all ready. And I just want to do the meats right now because that way when I assemble all of my ingredients, it's all nice together. And I will also take this time, if my tomatoes are still not done, to start making the pasta because I'm going to be making fresh pasta here, right? And I don't know if you guys have ever made fresh pasta. You're going to bed already? It's like 8 p.m. for you. It's not even late. You're just weak. Weak. How could you leave me? On my birthday, by the way, leaving me all by myself with no money, no subscribers, no bitches, no hoes, no drugs. What else do you not have? Health insurance, because we killed the CEOs of health insurance. So yeah, look at my beautifully diced onions. I almost called them carrots. What the fuck? Okay. You know, when I asked for money, I wasn't being like completely like realistic. That is quite a bit of money that you just decided to give. Thank you very much for this birthday present. That was quite unexpected, I will say. Now I'm literally there's a character on my face dancing. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm actually dancing. That's not like this character in the background. That's not me. That character, the one that's on my face right now, that's literally me. Buy yourself a bench scraper. Thank you. I will be doing that after this stream. So that way, when I do another cooking stream next year, right, I have a bench scraper. And then I'm gonna have to buy something else, like a microplane, because I won't have a microplane by then. And I will cry. And I will ask for more money. And then I get more money. And then I'm gonna have to get something else, like a KitchenAid, because I don't have a KitchenAid. And then after getting a KitchenAid, I'm gonna have to get more bowls because I don't have enough bowls. And you see the cycle continues. There's never enough stuff that you have in your kitchen because there's Buddy Dance covers the screen for 5 minutes. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted. Right now I'm just gonna be cutting up my garlic. I don't know if I have garlic at home. I don't think I do. And if I do, too late. I already cut this. So basically what I want to do is give it a nice garlicky flavor. I'm going to be adding the garlic to only the sauce. So I like garlic heavy. I like garlic heavy stuff. So I do like to use a little bit more garlic than usual. My station is looking a little bit of like a mess, but that's okay. I will be getting a garbage can actually. Just like that, I have a garbage can which I can dispose of all the trash and waste that I have on my station. And just what? Look at this. It's all clean and beautiful. All right, let's make sure that it's actually like properly clean. Right now I'm just doing the me's. I'm just talking. I'm just yapping. I'm just saying stuff. You guys can talk to me if you guys want to. Or not. You guys can, if you guys hate me, you don't have to talk to me. You guys can just say, fuck you, stuff buddy. We don't like you. We hate you actually. You should go not cook your lasagna. I hope your lasagna burns. And that would be pretty mean, but that is something you can do if you really feel like it. So I'm gonna be squishing my garlic because when you squish your garlic, you get more of the flavors, more surface area, gives more flavor. The more you break up your garlic, it's more flavor. All the flavors of the garlic are inside the garlic, so breaking the garlic gives more aromatics. And garlic cooks quicker than onions, so you want to add the garlic after you add the onions. After your onions are nicely translucent and a little bit soft, that's when you add your garlic. So that way you get all those blends of flavors. I'm making a pretty standard red sauce with beef. It usually is Italian sausage that you use to make a lasagna red sauce. But I did not find Italian sausage because Italian sausage is quite expensive. So I went with the cheaper route. And you know what's funny? Everything that I had laid out on this table was $50 fucking dollars. Like, how the fuck do I spend $50 on like 7 ingredients? Dude, like I'm getting bad quality meat, right? Like it's 15% fat. That's dog shit. I got like 7 tomatoes, a little bit of garlic, thyme, cheese, that's it. Like I didn't buy shit. And that was $50. Where did all my money go? I demand Walmart for my money back. I demand my money back. Um, yeah, peeling garlic does take a little while, so I'm sorry that you guys have to wait. So if you guys want, I will scratch a ticket as I am doing this, so that way you guys feel like you earned something, right? All right. And yeah, I'm squeezing the garlic because it's also easier to remove the peel, the skin of the garlic when you squeeze it. So yeah, there's multiple reasons why you squeeze the garlic, besides more surface area. But surface area sounds too scientific and too advanced for you younglings. So, ooh, I squeezed this way too much. Oh, this doesn't have skin. All right, so I'm just gonna be mixing my garlic real quickly. Just nicely as such. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I just want to get it nice and tiny because I like I said, I like a pretty strong garlic flavor on my stuff. So I usually go for a little bit extra garlic. That one broke on my hand. I almost cut myself with that. Yeah, this is getting really slippery. So the one bad thing I don't like about garlic is that it becomes very slippery once you cut it a lot. And yeah, you have to be careful with your hands, especially if you have a really sharp knife. Especially if you have a dull knife. Let's be real. A dull knife in the kitchen is like the #1 mistake that you can do, because having a dull knife is actually more dangerous than having a sharper knife, because you don't know how, like you're adding amounts of force and you don't have time to react to move your hand away from the knife. So yeah, I'm just like cutting this pretty quickly. I don't really care how I'm cutting it because it's getting minced anyways. I just don't want the roots. Lottery tickets to get your money back. Yeah, to get my life back. Right? To get those scholarships. Those scholars. Oh my God, this table's moving a lot. So yeah, I'm just pretty much mixing it right now, making sure that everything gets pretty nice and tiny, but not too tiny to the point that it just gets decimated. I also don't want a paste, so that's why I'm not adding salt. I could get a paste if I wanted to, but I do not. I do want those little bits of garlic on my sauce. And because I'm making a lasagna, this is also gonna get baked. It's getting cooked because I'm making the sauce, and then it's gonna get baked. So it's gonna cook many, many times. Also, the only reason I'm also streaming is because this is a way for me to practice for my job, like my teaching skills, and this is good. This is good practice. But I will say, this is not good for my back, because look at my fucking back. I am arched all the way down, which is horrible. Like, dude, why do I have such a tiny table? It's like, I either get this table, which actually has space, or I get my counter, which is, I would still have to arch down, but there's like, I don't have to arch down as much as this one, but there's not enough space. Like I gotta choose my struggle, and which struggle is greater for me? Arching down a lot or not having space? And for me, not having space is the worst thing. So here's my minced, chopped up garlic. It's a rough chop. It doesn't have to be too perfect. In the meantime, I'm going to remove all these scraps. This is all garbage. Well, you don't have to throw it away. You can do pois with this. And if you don't know what pois is, then you are not culinary talented enough. But you can use that to make stock, basically. You don't have to throw anything away. Whatever I have here, you don't have to throw it away. You can keep this for later. I highly recommend that you keep this for later, actually. My fucking tomatoes are still not cooking. Dude, I have this. Oh shit, that's hot. That's hot as fuck. But it's not boiling. It's not boiling, but it is hot. Okay. You're gonna be using a cane for like the next week after this? Yeah, that's right. That's alright. I'm gonna be using a little bit of time fresh thyme because it gives a nice herbal flavor. Pretty. Oh, that broke. That's not what I. Oh, that broke. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Nice. I do not want sticks of thyme on my sauce. I just want the nice herbs, and I will be chopping up the herbs with my rosemary because what is more Italian than thyme and rosemary? Please, someone answer me. I mean, besides cheeses, obviously, I did get pretty Italian cheeses. I did not find the low moisture mozzarella that I wanted, but that is okay. It is a-okay to not have everything that you want in life, and you have to deal with it, right? You have to learn that you can't have everything you want in life. Like someone, right, like your perfect someone being here all the time with you because they live multiple states away and they hate you and they never want to see you again because they hate you, right? So you have to learn to live with that, right? It's issues that you encounter in life, and you just have to overcome them, you know? Sometimes you just have to chop away things like I did with my garlic if you don't like them. And in this case, you have to chop up that person that lives in a million states away. Just grab a butcher's knife and just start chopping them up into little tiny pieces. Trust me, it works every single time. That way they will never leave you behind, and they will promise to love you, you know? That's my method of love. Right? You just terrorize whoever you were in love with, and you make sure that they can never escape you. So right now I have my rosemary and my thyme all right here together. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be mincing it all together because these are pretty big leaves. Who could be crashing it? These are pretty big leaves, and I want to make sure that I don't get a bite of rosemary whenever I'm tasting the sauce. So I want to make sure that this is all evenly distributed across my sauce. The other thing you could do is you can make a bouquet. Just basically get a little bit of a string, wrap around all the aromatics that you're using, and put it inside the sauce so that the sauce has the flavors but not the actual herbs. But I prefer the herbs. It's a lot better because you actually get to try the flavors. You know, like I personally think that leaving these flavors inside add a lot more depth to the final piece, because with a bouquet, you're not baking the bouquet. With these, you are, and it adds more complexity. It adds a little bit of nuttiness when you bake it all together. I know this is pretty loud. The table is loud, not my chopping. I know my chopping is beautiful and quiet because that's exactly how it should be, right? Because I am perfect. Anyways, don't worry about my crash outs, guys. So yeah, I'm just getting a nice, beautiful herb crust, basically. This is like an herb crust, except I'm not using it as a crust. I'm just using it to season. This is just nice seasoning. So basically, this is what I have right now. So basically, when you go to a spice market or even in your spice cabinet, this is exactly what you might get, because it's just herbs. You just cut them up, you dry them, right? You dry them, because that's why you get dried oregano, dried thyme, which I will be using dried oregano because I actually do prefer dried oregano more than normal oregano. That's if I have oregano. Do I have oregano? I'm trying to look for my oregano, but I cannot find it. And if I do have it. False alarm. Found it. Let's just put it. This is gonna be my spice mix that I'm gonna be using to season my that's quite a bit. That's a little overkill. Anyways, this is gonna be my spice mix that I'm gonna be using to season my oh, I think my tomatoes are actually, oh, okay, that's good. That's great. That's perfect. Okay, my tomatoes are almost done. They just need a little bit more time, a few more minutes. And in the meantime, while my tomatoes are finishing up, I think there's my cheeses. How could I forget my cheeses? I'm gonna be quickly grating my cheeses because there is 2 types of cheeses that I need to be grating. And while I grate my cheeses, I can tell you guys about like a funny story that happened to me one time. And when I mean one time, this happened to me yesterday and never again. And I don't think it'll ever happen again because it is very random. I don't understand how that happened actually, but that's besides the point. The story, oh, which one is this one? Okay, this is Parmesan. I mean, I should be able to tell by taste, but just want to make sure. Anyways, the story goes, I was driving home from work, right? And I see this little kid on his bike, right? And he's just like waiting at a crosswalk for some reason. Like, he's just waiting for me. And I wait for him to cross a crosswalk. And I'm just waiting there for 5 minutes, waiting for the kid to cross. And he's like, do I cross or do I not? Do I cross or do I not? Do I cross or do I not? So I'm just waiting for the kid to like do something in life, right? To finally aspire to be big and to follow his dreams, which he's not doing right now. And I like signal him, like, go, like you can go, don't worry about it. I lower down my window. This kid puts down the fucking like stopper on the bike and he runs off, leaving the bike in the crosswalk, like in the middle of the crosswalk. He just leaves the bike there. Like, dude, what am I supposed to do? So I drive across the fucking sidewalk. I drive through the sidewalk because this kid left the bike there, and I'm not gonna get off the car when I have cars behind me. And I just drive across it, and I see this kid running, like, for his life. Like, mind you, this kid is like an 8-9-year-old kid running as if they've just seen Slender Man or Five Nights at Freddy or some shit like that. And I see them run inside a house. This is in my neighborhood too. I'm like, I've never seen this happen. And this woman comes out running with a chancla, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I guess the little kid must have gotten scared of big old me, who was turning 19 the next day, because they called their mommy, and apparently I'm a scary big guy. I'm a scary big guy. You hearing this? Yeah, very scary. Very scary, I'm sure. With my 50 fucking plushies on my car. Like, who is gonna be scared of a guy with 50 plushies on their car? Let's be honest here. That's like the most that's like the most calming thing ever. Like, that's a green flag for any girl to go out with a guy. Like, they have plushies in their car. That's so cute. That's a green flag. The evil twink aura. Okay. You are banned. Out of here. I don't want to see you. I don't want to hear you. You're gone. You are evil. You're the evil twink. You're the evil twink I hear stories about, dude. I wonder who else is in chat, actually. They're just stalking my every move. Alright, that's my Parmesan cheese grated. And I hope you guys like my story of the little kid probably thinking I'm like a fucking weirdo. Like, I'm just trying to go home. It was like 6 p.m. on a Sunday, and I'm just trying to go home, man. Like, move the fuck out of the way. Or I'm like, I honestly, with how that kid reacted, I should have just drove them over. The fucking demons are telling me right now, oh yeah, drive them over. Yeah, don't worry about it. Just drive them over. The kid's not gonna remember anything. It's okay. The little kid is gonna grow up and he's gonna realize that little old me, or I guess old me, whenever he grows up, that I was not going to touch him inappropriately, which is probably what he told his mommy. This guy with plushes in his car, he's gonna touch me! I should probably not scream that out loud, but yeah, I guess it's a story. That is definitely a story. Um, that's a story to tell your little kids, guys. Old man driving his car, minding his business, is going to touch you. That guy, never trust him. If you see him on your bike, crossing the street walk, run the other way, leave your bike in the middle of the street walk so that he cannot go towards you. And and the worst thing is, I had to go the exact same way that the kid went running to, because that's where my house is. And I just see a fucking mother running at me with a chancla. I'm like, dude, chill out. I'm not going to you. Anyways, I hope that kid grows up to be an Olympic runner, because he is fast, bro. For a 9-year-old to run that quick, that was pretty quick. Like, kudos on that kid for being a runner, but also not kudos for him for thinking bad things about me. I don't know. Anyways, I will probably be confused about the cheeses, because these are very, very similar. They look the exact same to me. In terms of color, I can tell because the fucking, yeah, this is very, very, very fragrant. This one, the Romano cheese, is very fragrant. I'm just gonna put the cheese on top though. I don't think there's anything else I need to chop really. I mean, I do need to do the parsley, but I will be doing that later. Oh my god, I just got called and I did not meant to answer my phone, and I accidentally answered my phone because I've been getting called all day long, and you know what? In order to suffice my viewers, because I feel like I'm getting a little bit boring, it's a little bit too much talking. We are gonna gamble! Gamble, gamble, gamble! We're gambling, guys! We're gambling! Woo! We're gamble! I can win $10,000, guys! $10,000! Gamble, 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 gamble! Okay, we're gambling. Winning number. Let's go. Okay, guys. My winning number is number 30. I love causing gambling addictions. There's a $25 bonus. I don't know what that is for. And I get a $25 bonus if I get number 9. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. I don't get a $25 bonus. Oh, I was so close. Hold on. Wait, there's 2 more numbers. I have 2 more chances of winning. Fuck! I was so fucking close, guys. Look at this. I was so close. This is why you should never give up, because one day you're gonna end up getting the $10,000 thing. And my number was 30 and they had a 29. I almost won $25 whole dollars, guys. It's okay though. It's okay. I'm not angry. We have multiple opportunities. We have 4 more tickets, 4 more scratch-offs, which is 4 more chances of winning. And this was the least expensive scratch-off that I bought. Actually no, this was not the least expensive. That was one of the least expensive. I have 2 more $1 scratch-offs, right? I have 2 more $1. I have 1 $2 scratch-off. And, guys, I know this is kind of crazy, but I splurged a little, and I got a $5 scratch off. I know, don't worry about it. I'm like made out of money, right? I can be like a sugar daddy type of thing, okay? Especially if I win something, which is why you should always gamble. Always go big. The cheap gambling kind. Shut the fuck up, bro. Streaming while I'm working, at least my streamer 5 times your money. Okay, I think I am. Oh shit, my tomatoes! I almost forgot. My tomatoes are done. Woo! All right, now how the fuck do I do this? Give me a second, guys. I am trying to figure this out because I need to put them in an ice bath. And currently my ice bath is a bunch of melted ice. Because my house is so fucking hot for no reason. I don't understand why. Okay, there's a lot of water right here. I need more ice. A lot more ice. Don't worry guys, it's coming out just fine. Don't listen to what the haters are saying. They never know, they're never going to understand the amount of awesomeness that I have. Okay, they're never going to understand it. I'm the only person that here is going to understand the awesomeness. Anyways, perfect. Alright, I have my ice bath. I'm going to be bringing my ice bath over here to my fancy little table. I honestly don't need this. Yeah, I'm done with this. Perfect. I'll be taking this over here. This is so I can put my hot stuff on the table without burning my table, which would be pretty unfortunate. Oh my god, you redeemed first. I completely forgot I had that as a feature. No one ever redeems it, dude. Everyone forgets now. It's like you are the first one in the stream to redeem it, and then a person like 80 minutes later redeems it. Anyways, I have my big pot of hot water with my tomatoes right here. Let me put my cheese off to the side because I don't want my cheese to melt. And now I need a spoon with holes. Do I have a spoon? I do have a spoon with holes. I would be worried if I didn't have a spoon in general, but I do have a spoon. So no need to worry, guys. No need. I will also be plating all of this because this is a lot of shit. Alright. Like I said, this is a professional cooking stream, so don't you dare think that this is not professional. But if you do want to give me spoons, I do accept the charity, okay? Don't worry. I am basically a charity myself. Like, if you guys want to give me money, I will gladly take it. And it would be going to feeding the homeless. I am the homeless, basically. You see all of this in the background, all of this over here? That's actually a green screen, okay? It's like I'm trying to make myself look a little bit like you guys, so you guys can understand what it's like. So you guys can relate, but I don't think you can ever relate to being poor like me. You will never. Ever. Ever. There's no... I actually think I need to take off my hoodie for this, because, oh shit. I just realized I'm supposed to... Oh, that's an issue. Is that an ice soup? Yes, it is an ice soup. But we have an issue with the ice soup. There is too much soup in the ice soup, and I will be taking some of that soup away. I highly discourage from drinking this ice soup now because it is contaminated with bad things. Anyways, I need to pull out all of, I'm just going to remove all the water. So guys, I may have committed an atrocious flaw to my amazing cooking experience. I forgot to cook my meat. So, we will be going to cook my meat. Hold on, let me drink. There we go. I will be cooking my meat. So, welcome to my kitchen, guys. You see? Oh my god, it's almost as if I didn't know Sub could cook. I can very much cook. You are watching a master at work, actually. Because I am a master at work. Totally. This is not scuffed at all, guys, right? Right? This is beautiful. Yeah, we get to see his meat. You will be seeing my meat. This is the meat reveal right here. I mean, my meat looks a little bit shriveled up, a little bit fucked up, a little bit, like, plastered. My meat has seen better days, but we'll be working with what we got, okay? No judging, right? if you guys start to judge how my meat is looking, I will cry. Hopefully you don't remember who this is. I will remember if I click on your profile picture and I see who it is. I just don't remember what that name is. And I will be looking at the profile picture. Right clipping now. I do remember who you are. That profile picture makes me remember, I think. I hope. So, I have a cauldron right here. I'm heating it up right now. I'm making sure that it's getting nice and hot because I'm just going to add all my meat, just all at once. And I will be cooking it, reducing it a little bit. I don't want it to be too hot because I want the fat from the meat to render so that I can use that fat and finish cooking everything. So I will, and I have a bowl right here, another bowl, which I will be lining with paper. And this paper is going to be used to dry the meat. So all the excess fat that comes out of the meat, I'm going to be putting it here, or it's going to be absorbed by that. Hopefully you know. Okay. Okay, we're adding all of our meat all at once. Oh shit. We're going to put that there. And the most important thing is that you break it. Okay, you guys can't even see. That's beautiful. That's wonderful, actually. There we go. So I'm just going to be basically breaking up my meat into more smaller pieces, making it more shriveled up, more fucked up. Like I said, my meat has seen better days, but we're not going to talk about my meat right now. We're just going to be talking about the techniques that I'm using to cook my meat. And I'm basically just reducing just taking away the fat. I should have bought 20% fat for this because it would have given more flavor, but that's okay. I don't want my pan to be too hot, to be honest, because this is going to be, I don't want it to be overcooked either. We're going to be part cooking, which is basically cooking like halfway the meat. Just making sure that it gets some browning right now. And when it gets time for it to, the thing is, I need to cook the meat right now so that by the time that I peel all my tomatoes, I can squish them inside. And this is where I'm going to be making my red sauce. So I need my meat to be cooked so I can put my onions, I can put my garlic, and then I can squish my tomatoes, which will make a mess. So it will make a mess. So how about I leave you guys watching my meat, right, while I get something so that I don't make a mess all over myself. Because I forgot to prepare correctly, right? Like I said, this is a scuffed stream, so of course I'm not going to be prepared. Alright guys, I am back. And now I am ready. So how has my meat been behaving? I want to show you guys a beautiful little secret, right? I'm going to put this all the way high because this is not heating up. Now I'm ready to cook. Now I'm ready to cook. This is beautiful, right guys? I was making sure that it was here for the perfect occasion. There we go. I was looking for the word. In the meantime, I will be crying because there we go. I hear sizzling. I hear sizzling. Woo! It's not all over yet. There's still a chance that this works out the way I wanted it to. My stream is not scuffed, guys. Would be funny if you were in a fursuit. I was just talking about how I am a charity, and you expect a charity to have a fursuit. I am not made of money. I completely ignore the sentence that I was talking about of me being a sugar daddy because that didn't happen. I never said about me being a sugar daddy with all the money I spent in gambling, obviously. I never said that. So, I am not made of money, obviously. You guys need to give me money. That's why I'm streaming, right? It's my birthday, so send me money, right? Oh, you guys hear the sizzle, right? Just. Oh, that sounds so beautiful. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So that's the fat rendering out of the meat, which is going to be cooking itself. And that's going to be basically amazing. In the meantime, I'm going to take the rest of my tomatoes and I'm just going to be putting them in my cold water. My cold, beautiful water. Unless I make a mess everywhere, and that's also very likely to happen. Okay, beautiful. We're taking this. We're taking all of this. All right. So I brought with me my onions, my garlic, my salt and pepper grinders. Right here, salt and pepper. And I will be seasoning my meat right now. That's like 6 pinches of salt, because this is a lot of meat. And that's like 6 pinches of pepper, which is actually quite a bit. But it's okay, because this is like one of the only things I'm going to be seasoning. Woo! Beautiful! That's exactly what I want. So right now we're just looking for browning. I'm going to let it brown a little bit longer, because I want a little bit more golden brown to it. I apologize for how I used to be. I'm trying to be better. It's okay. No worries. You don't have to apologize. Let's see. Do I have another spoon with holes? I will be using this. A spatula with holes. It's almost like a spoon with holes, but it's a spatula. Okay, you guys want me to stretch? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Quick stretching. Right here, to the left, to the right now, y'all. Now go back with the other back. Now go all the way down. There we go. Beautiful. Anyways, right now I have a lot of juicy fat inside the pan. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me tilt it a little bit lower. Oh, that already smells really good. There we go. And all of these little fat pieces are going to be wonderfully caramelized. Oh, yes, that's the color I'm looking for. Perfect. I'm going to let it sizzle more. And in the meantime, I'm going to be looking for... actually, never mind. I don't think I need it. I was going to look for wine to deglaze my pan. But I'm not really making that type of sauce. I don't really need wine. Fuck it. I'm getting wine. If it's not for my sauce, it'll be for me. And I got some wine. Beautiful. Don't ask me what age I am turning. I am definitely over the age to drink wine responsibly. So do not worry about that, okay? Do not. I have a special sauce anyone wants to try. Guys, I will never make any sort of crimes in my streams. How dare you guys say that about me? You guys don't believe me, don't trust me. What community have I built that you guys don't give me your trust and support in me? Anyways, this is starting to look pretty good. It's still not done. There's still redness. I just want to look for brownness, a little bit of goldiness too, but I don't think we're going to achieve that anymore because there is a lot of fat on the bottom. Drunk, buddy? I am not getting drunk in stream, but it's like 400 years old anyways. Fuck you, bro. Fuck you. This is why you're an op. You are the #1 op in this stream. Number one target, guys. Number one target right here. Anyways, we're gonna be just cooking this. I don't want to overcook this, which is why I'm trying to get the pink bits on the bottom. I feel like this needs a little bit more salt. It's pretty undersalted. It's a lot more than I thought. And more pepper. This needs to be smaller. There you go, that's perfect. I actually don't really like big pepper pieces, so that's good. Perfect. The reason I'm using a glove is because this is a cauldron and it gets hot on the sides, so you cannot just hold it with your hands. You will basically leave some burnt skin on this if you hold it with your bare hands. And I do not want to do that right now. Sup is negative 70 years old? Dude, why are you guys so mean to me? What did I do to you all? What did I do to deserve this? I really wonder what I had to do to deserve this kind of hatred. That was a lot smarter than what I did. Okay, I have actually changed plans. I will be using this bowl. Instead of that smaller one, I will be using this bigger one because that is a lot of more meat than I imagined, and I want to get every single bit of meat in here. So now that my meat is nicely cooked, I will be turning down the heat. Let me grab this and move it because this is pretty hot. Beautiful. Let me not put the handle on the heat. And then I'm just going to transfer all of my meat into my beautiful glass bowl. And this is going to help me keep all of my beautiful fat inside of the cauldron, which is going to be used to cook my onions, my garlic, everything that I want basically. I know this is a pretty scuffed stream. I've said it before. That's the idea. For my streams to be scuffed. The chicken was cold? What chicken? There's no chicken! What chicken, dude? There's no chicken here. Do you see any chicken anywhere? Am I going crazy? What chicken are we talking about? Fuck! My spatula fell! No! It's okay. I mopped the floor yesterday. No need to worry, guys. I mopped the floor. Oh, that's so beautiful. Look at all these. Oh, the caramelization on the sides. It's amazing. Oh, this is why I brought the wine, because that's going to deglaze the pan. And basically what deglazing is getting all of the flavors that are stuck in the pan back into our sauce. And it's going to give us a more richer and more complex flavor than the one that we started with. So now that I have all the fat remaining, which is actually a lot of fat because there's a lot of meat in this. I really like a lasagna that's really meaty, so that's totally what I'm going for. Perfect. I'm gonna put this back into the heat, let it heat up, right? Just keep it on high, let it heat up. And once it's pretty hot, you guys can see there's a lot of juice inside, a lot of beautiful juices. I'm gonna be adding my onions in, letting it caramelize, get nice and soft. I don't want this to be too hot though. Beautiful. Let's just try it and see. It's still not hot enough. I'm just adding a little bit of onions just to check if it's hot enough. If it's not hot enough, then, and if you don't hear a sizzle as soon as you add those onions, that means it is not hot enough and you have to wait a little bit longer. Which is totally okay. That's okay. No need to worry. We can add onions slowly. Okay, that's not doing what I wanted to do. That is way too much fat, actually. I am realizing that is way too much fat. Way too much liquid. It will be drained mostly. I only need a little bit. Now this is way too hot, so I'll be adding my onions, all of them at once. It doesn't matter that there's no sizzle. It's because I just removed all the fat and all the heat was just removed, which is what I wanted to do actually. There's too much liquid and too much heat in the sauce, so I do not want that at all. And now you can hear the beautiful sizzling of the onions. We're just gonna spread it with the sauce so that we can get all the flavors, all of them incorporated with the fat flavors. And then, oh, it's already starting to smell aromatic. It's already starting smelling amazing. In the meantime, I'm gonna be peeling all of my tomatoes because there's a lot of tomatoes and this has to be done already. Usually, whenever you're making lasagna, you have the first thing that you do is your tomatoes. But because I just got back from school, I need to do everything by myself pretty quickly, which is okay. I've done that before. That's not a problem. It's just, you know, it can be a little bit intimidating. I should have been doing the pasta already, but that's okay. We will let the sauce simmer, and while the sauce simmers and reduces, we can start doing our pasta, our fresh pasta. The pasta, it only really needs to brew for 15 minutes, which is not, it's basically nothing. No, I didn't want to cook the onions and the meat together because I want to pull the meat out, because if not, it's going to overcook. And that's not what I want because it's going to become very chewy and rubbery. And that's not what I want. Which is why I'm not cooking the onions and the meat together. But thanks for the suggestion. Right now I'm just peeling tomatoes off camera because I boiled them for a little bit too long, so they're really soft. But that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. I want them to be really soft so that when I squish them, all their juices can come out very easily. I barely even have to use, so right now usually I use a knife, a paring knife, right, to cut my, or to remove my, the skin of the tomato. And I'm not even having to use a knife. I can just use my fingers right now. That's how soft the tomatoes are. Which is not a bad thing. It's not bad. It's not bad particularly. It could be worse, but that's okay. There's no need to worry just yet. We're not in that stage yet. And we're using a lot of fresh flavors, so this is gonna add a lot of freshness to the sauce, which is what I'm looking for. Like I said, the thing that I'm doing is making a fresh lasagna, because I haven't had lasagna in over 2. Ooh, this one is very liquidy. So the reason why you want to put your tomatoes into boiling water instead of what, so don't do what I did basically. Put them into boiling water, not into cold water, because if not, they're going to absorb way too much water and they're going to become very, very watery, which is exactly what's happening to me right now. So don't do what I did. That was me messing up because I completely forgot to turn on my water, which I thought I did. But that's okay. We can deal with it. It's just going to take a little bit longer. But that's okay. Right now I'm just letting my onions caramelize the bottom of the pan while I'm doing the tomatoes. I actually don't need to show you guys the onions just caramelizing. I can also just show you guys me peeling tomatoes, which is actually a lot cooler than watching onions cook. Like I said, this is a stream. It's supposed to be fun. I don't want you guys to just watch fucking onions cook. Okay, that's perfect. All right, I gotta hurry up though with the tomatoes. It's only a few more. So look, they're so soft that I can remove the skin with just my fingers. And I want to remove the skin from the tomatoes because it's very rubbery. And when you cook it, it's going to stay very solid. It doesn't actually get cooked down like the tomato does. So it leaves a odd tasting flavor, which you usually don't want. And you would have to blend up your sauce, which is not something I want to do today. Right now I'm just using that bowl that I didn't use before to, hey Evan, how's it going? I am cooking. I'm just using the bowl that I didn't use for the meat, for the tomatoes, because I need a bowl to put them in instead of water. So you see how soft this one is? As soon as I squish this, it's going to splatter everywhere. My onions are already nice and caramelized, so I will be adding my garlic. You guys don't really need to watch that happen, but just take it with a grain of salt that I'm adding my garlic right now. And I will be adding a splash of olive oil because my pan is a little bit too dry at the bottom. And the reason I'm adding olive oil and not neutral is because this is Italian. You use olive oil for Italian. You use neutral oil for virtually anything else. Oh, that's so beautiful. I really want to show you guys the browning at the bottom of this pan because it's so much flavor that's being built up on this, and it's already starting to smell wonderful. So I have a little bit of wine right here. This is going to be used. I'm just going to do like a splash, a swig of wine, and that's going to deglaze my pan. I know I'm using a lot of terms that many of you don't know, and that's okay because that's why I'm explaining most of those things. Deglazing is, like I said, getting all the flavors out from the bottom of the pan. And that way you get all those flavors that were burnt into the pan back into your sauce, giving it more complexity and more flavor. Now the peel of the tomato, I'm just throwing it away. We don't need this. What are we making? We are making awesome lasagna. Yes, it is in fact very awesome and very cool. I just have to keep looking at my garlic because I don't want it to burn. And if it does, I will add a little bit of wine. The thing is, I'm just looking at my sauce right now, and if I see that it's starting to get too cooked, like too much, I will add my wine, and that's going to give me like 3 more minutes to peel my tomatoes, which is not really what I need because I have all my tomatoes here already. I just need 3 more tomatoes and I can let my sauce simmer. All right, we're gonna be going back to this cam because I want to add my wine. Right, this is red wine. You just add a little bit. And oh, the flavors! And that's gonna deglaze the bottom of our pan. I should have put it at a higher heat, but that is okay. I'm gonna cook this off, and that's gonna leave off a lot of beautiful flavors. I added a bit too much, but that's okay. This wine is very alcoholic, I will say. This is a pretty cheap wine, so if you're making a sauce like this at home with wine, I highly recommend use a wine that's not too new, not too factory processed. Where the fuck did I leave the cap for the wine, dude? I had it right here. I swear to God, I'm going crazy. I am actually going crazy. Where is the lid? Imagine I left it like all the way where I got it from. No, like seriously, where is it? I can't see it. It dropped to the floor? No. That's interesting. And now my pan smells like meat and garlic and onions because, like I said, all the flavors are being brought back together. I'm just looking through my stuff and I still can't find the cap. So let me show you guys something. It is closed. I put the cap back on, and I'm looking for the cap. I am a little bit stupid, as you guys can tell. Oh, that looks so good. Also, I'm using a wooden spoon because it is way better. It's better to, it helps to scrape off the bits on the bottom of the pan. And these tomatoes are like, I bought pretty good quality tomatoes because, let's be honest, a good sauce needs good tomatoes. A good tomato sauce needs good tomatoes. Like, it's just, it's common sense, to be honest. If you want something good and the base of the thing that's good is like an X ingredient, right? Like, let's say eggs, you need eggs for a souffle. Buy good quality eggs because that's what you need, you know? Always try to buy the best ingredients that you can from independent stores because we love independent stores. We love farmers markets, and while they may be a little bit expensive, that is okay. All right, I will be squishing. So this is the part that I got my apron on for. Oh my god. Right. What is going on? Let's try not to make a mess. So I am squeezing with my hands the tomatoes, which is usually, this is how you do it when you're making sauce from tomatoes. You squish the tomatoes by hand, letting all the juices out. I'm doing it slowly. Usually, whenever you're in a kitchen, you just like squish it and move on to the next one. But I am trying not to make a big mess, you know. And this is very wet. There we go. I'm also trying not to get this on my fucking computer, cause I do not want my computer to smell like tomatoes for the rest of my life. Oh, this one's so juicy. Oh my. This is why I got an apron on, because it just splashed all over me. All right, it's perfect. So right now, this is exactly why I was doing fresh tomatoes, because this is gonna give such a nice freshness, acidic note to the sauce. There is no big mess yet, okay? Stop lying. Oh my god, my hoodie is gone. My hoodie is dead. Like, I should have taken off my hoodie for this. What am I doing? What am I doing, dude? My hoodie is dead. You guys can't even really... Oh, you do see. There's a little mountain right here. I see it on the screen. There's a little mountain of tomatoes that have been building up. So yeah, this is why you need a lot of fresh tomatoes. Usually, you don't have to do what I'm doing. You don't have to do fresh tomatoes. You can buy canned tomatoes. But because I'm making it, I want to make it extra fresh, I'm using fresh tomatoes. I'm putting a lot of love into this. And there's one more tomato that I'm missing because this was starting to burn, and I didn't want that to happen. I'm gonna be cleaning my hands very quick. Beautiful. Just one more tomato. And we're just gonna season a little bit of salt, pepper, add my fresh herbs that I chopped up. And this is why making your mise en place at the beginning is very important. If you don't know what mise en place is, if you're not French, because we hate French people, and I hate my French. I'm joking. I don't hate my French viewers. But if you're French, you're on a hit list. Anyways, as I was saying. Oh, that is quite a mess. That is quite a mess. That's okay though. So we're gonna be letting our sauce reduce. I actually don't know if these tomatoes are very sweet or very acidic. If they're very acidic, that's good because I can cut it with, I can cut the sauce with a lot of, what's the name? Sugar and oil. If it's very sweet, we're gonna have to roll with it because I don't have anything that's pretty, um, you know, sour to cut with it. I could definitely add a lemon if I wanted to. I could add lemons, but we're not on that stage. So right now my sauce is very liquidy, as you can see, and that's not the consistency that we want. We want a pretty, like a little bit thick, more or less. And we're gonna add a good amount all of our seasoning. A seasoning goes in. I want to save a little bit. I'm saving like very, very little. You guys can barely see it, but I'm saving very little, which is going to be topped at the end. And this is just gonna make our way into the sauce. And the good thing about using fresh tomatoes is because they're also very liquidy, so they melt, so they reduce very fast. Basically, you don't have to really worry about, like, if you take off the skin, you don't have to worry about them being part of your sauce. This is also how you make a fresh pizza sauce. Basically, same exact steps, except the meat. You don't use meat unless you're making a meat lovers pizza, which you could. More power to you if you're making a meat lovers pizza, you know. But I usually don't like meat lovers. I do love meat. I love getting meat in my mouth. But wait, what are you making? I'm making, like it says in the title, a beautiful lasagna. And obviously you need the red sauce with the meat. I have the meat over here on this side, already cooked. And that's just gonna be added in here once the sauce reduces. So, in the meantime, we're going back to this station. There we go. You guys having fun? Because I'm not. Yeah, I actually hate all of my chat, all of it. All of you guys in my chat, I hate you all. You're making me do this on my birthday. How could you? Oh, I thought this didn't have battery. I was going to be very upset. Ounces. And we're going to be doing 3.2 times 3, 9 plus. That's sugar. That's not flour. I almost just poured a bunch of sugar into my pasta mix. That would have been an interesting catastrophe. Where is my flour? I know I have flour. Oh, I remember what it is. This is what it's called. Flour! No, that's sugar. Flour! Why do I have so much sugar? I don't know. It's okay though. Where is my phone? I need my phone to be able to read my chat. Thank you for telling me happy birthday, Evan. Alright, so I'm going to be measuring a lot of flour to make my fresh pasta. 9.6. Perfect. Alright. I don't need this anymore. I don't need you anymore. Perfect. I'm going to be adding a little bit of salt. Let me take this spoon out of here. And my sauce can reduce nicely by itself. I know it seems like a lot of salt, but I need a lot of salt. because the pasta doesn't really get seasoned that well. It doesn't, well, not that well. It doesn't get seasoned that much. So I need to season it now before I don't season it. Oh, I thought we were out of eggs. That would have been catastrophic if I was out of eggs when I needed eggs. And I do not want to pay for eggs because eggs are so expensive. So I will be making like a little dome right here in the middle with my egg. And that's where all my egg yolks are going to go into. Also, I'm not almost done cooking. Like, this is going to be a long stream. I don't know what you expected from this stream. It's a lasagna. No, there's an eggshell. It's okay. Mission aborted. We got the eggshell out. That's 2 eggs. That's 3 eggs. I should have made a bigger well, but that's okay. I will also be bringing my iPad, my MacBook closer, my computer closer, so that you guys can see how to make fresh pasta at home. It is a lot easier than you guys may think. I promise. People make it scarier than it actually is. So all you really need is flour, eggs, salt, a little bit of olive oil. Hold on, there's something. There we go. You guys don't really need to see my face for this. The most important part is actually the dough itself. So you see, oh shit, this is already starting to go bad. Let's do this. Make this a little bit bigger. There we go. So I'm going to be breaking up my egg yolks and mixing them all inside the little well that I have. Just making sure that we get like scrambled eggs. If you guys have ever made scrambled eggs in your life, this is basically what it's supposed to look like. And don't worry about if there's any flour incorporating. That's totally okay. The problem is I'm going to need a lot more space. I just realized how much more space I'm going to need in this station. That's okay though. And right now we're just starting to incorporate the flour very, very slowly from the bottom of the bowl. So that way I can start making my beautiful pasta dough. So you see, it's slowly getting incorporated. And it can be very intimidating for some people. Don't worry about it. It's totally okay. It just takes a lot of effort to do. There we go. And there will be a point that I will have to roll up my sleeves, which I will be doing right now actually. I'm going to do that right now before I forget. Because it's a dough, so you're going to have to knead it by hand. And that's going to be I love kneading doughs, so it's going to be fun. I love making fresh pasta. Even though, well, in reality, I love teaching how to make fresh pasta. I don't like making fresh pasta, but I have made fresh pasta before, so you see it's already getting into a shaggy dough consistency. We want to make sure that all the flour gets incorporated. And my eggs are kind of small, but I will not be doing that. Actually, it's already too late for me to add another egg. No, I need another egg. I definitely need another egg. Why are my eggs so small? It's okay. It's a little interlude. Don't worry about it. The thing is, the ratio is correct. It's just my eggs are really tiny compared to the amount of dough. And the eggs that I use at work are like fucking huge, bro. Like, I'm telling you, they're so big. Honestly, I don't even know if one egg is gonna be enough, but that's okay. There you go. And we just keep incorporating everything together. like a beautiful family, right? Right, guys? Because families are supposed to love each other and they incorporate nicely with each other. Okay, I think it's time for me to knead this by hand because this is getting bad. We'll put this over here. Oh yeah, this is not gonna be fun. All the flour that I need is gone. This is an utter catastrophe. I should not have added an extra egg. This was a bad idea. Do not add an extra egg to your mixture. And trust no one. Okay, it's fine. There's still a saving grace to this. To my pasta dough, because there's still a lot of flour left. There's still a lot of flour to incorporate. And even if there is a lot of dough that is stuck to my hands, we can save it. This is not okay, bro. This is like a fucking pound of flour and egg and salt all stuck to my hand. Yeah, I don't know why I closed my flour bag. This is a horrible idea. We're just gonna ballpark it because I need flour. I need flour very badly. And if it wasn't obvious enough, you're not supposed to eat this raw. It is raw flour and raw eggs. Do not eat this raw, please. This can have salmonella and you could literally die if you eat this raw. So do not do that. I said it here first. Don't eat that. Okay. It's working out. I need more flour though. I definitely need more flour. So the thing about flour, and when you have a wet dough, you want to use the actual normal flour, and it's going to get dough off your hands very, very easily. You see, all of the dough is already back into the bowl. That's exactly what I want to do. So there's no reason to worry. We're doing great. I can't wait for the moment for my parents to get home and they're just gonna see a huge fucking mess everywhere. Okay, you see, most of the dough is off of my hands and back into the bowl. So let's keep kneading it because that's all we need to do. And I added a lot of flour just to make sure that it works correctly. So you see all of this. And now we can knead it. If it's a little bit dry, like mine is, because I added way too much flour into it, that's okay. You can add olive oil, which is why I have it right next to me. And obviously try to incorporate as much of the flour back into the flour, because that's obviously part of the stuff that makes it do what it's supposed to do. There you go. By the way, this is like a first time experience for everyone here. I've never made lasagna from scratch. I've taught how to make fresh pasta from scratch, but not fresh lasagna. Because this isn't, usually we have at my workplace, we have a set recipe for fresh pasta to teach people, but I am just eyeballing everything. And usually when you're baking or cooking or doing anything, you do not want to eyeball, because eyeballing is not really good, because this is the stuff that can happen when you eyeball. Anyways, we're going to add a little bit of oil because this is very dry. We're going to go a little bit at a time, actually, which is what I should have done before with my flour instead of just dumping it all at once. Okay, that helped a lot. Oh wow, that helped a lot. A little bit more though, because there's still a lot of flour left everywhere. There we go. It worked out. You see? Now it's a dough. And we're just gonna pick up the rest of the pieces on the table, because there's a lot of pieces that you guys cannot see on the table. And we're just gonna put it all together. This is my phone. I have it right here. That's where my chat is. I don't really need my phone right now for the chat, but I much rather have it just in case. There we go. Just incorporate it back into the dough. This is still a little bit dry, but I want it to be a little bit dry for now while I'm kneading it, because I need to develop the gluten for my pasta. Not too much. I don't want to develop it too much, but I do want to develop it. There we go. I will be cleaning my hands, obviously. And just to be clear, I did clean the table before starting. So no, this is not a dirty table. I made sure to scrub it down with a lot of soap and water. You see? Beautiful pasta dough. This is exactly what it's supposed to look like. It's still a little bit too dry. I'm trying to fix it with a little bit of olive oil, which does help. There we go. It's supposed to be more runny than anything, but I had it way too runny, which is why I added flour. And I added way too much flour, but that's okay. Okay, my dough is good. Look at this, it's beautiful, it's shiny. It's doughy, as one would hope, and it's ready to rest. I will be putting it with plastic wrap very soon. I just first need to clean my hands very well, because I have dough everywhere in my hands. And in the meantime, you guys can watch my dough. Watch it behave. Oh my god, my hands don't want to clean! There's so much dough everywhere!
Squidward! Oh my god, you got dough in your hands.
That's my, wait, why did I say Squidward? That is my Squidward impression. Sorry, guys. By the way, I never watched SpongeBob. Sorry if that hurts any of you guys' feelings or expectations about me. So, yeah. Oh, that's perfect. Let's get plastic wrap. Plastic wrap! You cover this up with plastic wrap. Nice and tight. Okay, this is not tight. This is just not working in the slightest. This is not working towards me. This is not helping me in the slightest. Okay. This is plastic wrap is making me look bad, dude. The plastic wrap single-handedly is making me look bad. I mean, the dough already did. And so did everything else, but the plastic wrap is the actual deal breaker for me. Okay. We're good now, I hope. Alright, you guys have fun with that? I have flour all over my body. I have raw dough all over my body. But we have a pasta. Max is not moving. It's misbehaving. The dough is not moving. I have to make sure that I clean this flour bag when I'm done. Anyway, while our dough rests, right? Because it needs to rest to develop the gluten even more. Oh fuck! What am I doing? Hold on. I just accidentally moved my screen. There we go. Oh my god! It's everywhere I look, it's a fucking mess everywhere. Let's look how our sauce is turning out. Sorry if I gave you guys a headache. Anyways. Oh, that smells so good. Oh, that smells so good. Oh my god. Oh, this sauce is looking fabulous. Oh, that smells really, really fresh. Fresh, sweet, savory. Let's give it a taste test. Ow, it's hot. Oh, these are sweet tomatoes. Oh, that's so yummy. That is so yummy. I can add a little bit of salt. No, not a little bit, a lot of salt. Add some salt. This is going to help cut down on that sweetness. It's going to bring out other flavors like the garlic that I want. This definitely needs a little bit more oregano. Because who doesn't like oregano? A little bit more oregano. I will be putting some dried basil. This will give it more aroma. There we go. And a little bit of dried parsley. I know I have fresh parsley, but I do not want to use the fresh parsley for this because it will get wilted and it would not look very good. That's a lot of flavor right there. That's going to be a lot more flavor. That's going to be infused into the sauce. And this still needs to simmer for a while. A long while. So it's going to take quite a while to finish up. And the good thing about using fresh tomatoes is that when you bite into the sauce, you're going to have like pieces of tomato, right? Inside of the this is a pretty big piece of tomato. Ouch, that's hot. This is a pretty big piece, which is, if you see something like this, you do not want to eat that. So you throw it away, you get it out, or you can optionally pulse your sauce. Basically, pulsing makes it smaller. I'm just checking the sauce to see if there's anything that's hard. And if there is, I take it out of my sauce. Because if there's something that's hard in the sauce, you're not going to want to eat that. Because you're not going to be able to eat that. It's hard. I did forget to take out the core of the tomatoes. And the core of the tomatoes is pretty hard, which is something you do not want to eat. So I will be taking all of those out. And it's supposed to be 7. I think I've done 4. There's another core right here. Now it is totally optional if you want to leave those in and just pulse the sauce and pulse the cores together. That's totally okay. I will be eating meat. I have all the meat right here in this glass bowl sitting out. Cause it's I found the last one. Here's the last score. And all to the garbage you go. There we go. Now my sauce, I'm going to put this at a way higher heat. And this is going to be I'm going to let this reduce for a good while. While this reduces, we're going to be making something called a bechamel sauce. And we're going to be making it right here. So, what is a bechamel sauce? You guys may be asking yourselves. Bechamel sauce is the white sauce of your food, of your lasagna, right? You know that you always have the red sauce, the white sauce, the cheese layers. That's everything that you need for your beautiful lasagna. And we're gonna be making that right now. I'm gonna be making my bechamel. And I'm gonna be putting my computer right here so you guys can watch everything. And I will be making quite a bit of bechamel. As a matter of fact, I want to make all of this. So I'm gonna be making 16 plus 4, 20 tablespoons of butter. And when you're making the bechamel, you want to do equal parts butter, equal parts flour. So that way you have a nice consistency. I'm not gonna be like cutting up my butter. I don't really have the time. It's already been a 2-hour long ass stream, and I don't want to do all of that. Like, this is already taking way longer than I expected. And in the meantime, I'm gonna turn on my oven. I can't read the chat. That's a big chunk. Yeah, we don't want to eat those, which is why I'm getting it out of the sauce. Now my family will be arriving around 30 minutes. So I have 30 minutes to put that in the oven and hope for the best. Hope to not get screamed at. Because it will happen. Oh, it's so happening. Like, I know it's going to happen. It's just, I don't want it to be, too loud. Especially not when I'm streaming. That's the main thing. So right now, I'm just gonna let my bechamel sauce melt, my butter, and I will be getting, how many tablespoons did I say? 20 tablespoons of flour. And where did I put my flour? That is a wonderful question. It is right here. I need, you know what? No, this is all going in here. All of my fresh herbs are going in here. Do not care. That is a lot of flour. So yeah. Remember, it's raw flour, so you do not want to just eat this. You want to let it cook off. Make sure that it's well cooked. Perfect. I do not like what I'm hearing, but I'm going to ignore it as if it never happened. I'm just over here by my pasta station, getting my flour, and I'm getting calls again. I will be declining those calls because I am busy cooking. I am chefing it up. Oh, that's my butter just jumping. So you see the butter is melting a lot. It's still not completely melted, but it is going there. Woo! Oh my god, that reduced so fast. Okay, that's going to be put down because you're cooking way too quickly for my taste. That is totally fine though, as I still need to add this, which is a lot of meat. And I feel like this is still under seasoned. So I will be adding all the meat now. There we go. All of the meat has been added into my beautiful red sauce, and that's going to infuse the flavors together. Oh, that's beautiful. All right. I definitely need to add a lot of salt to this. I feel like I've been undersalting a lot. So I'm gonna make sure that I have enough salt. Okay, beautiful. I forgot what the name of this sauce is, because it's basically a marinara with meat. I think it's called a bolognese, I guess. I don't know. Someone in the comments, someone in the chat, please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember what the name of the sauce is. So, you guys can be my tutors this time. I'm gonna put this off the heat for a second. And this is going to infuse all together with a shit ton of salt. Usually you never want to salt as you go, but in the case of a lasagna, you're not going to be able to taste the final product until it's all assembled together. And by that point, it's already too late to salt anything. Because if there's meat, you have to salt it as you go. And I definitely undersalted my meat before. So I want to make sure that it's pretty good. So now, all of my butter is melted. I'm gonna whisk in my flour. So with a whisk, I'm using this whisk. I'm gonna add all my flour. Put it back on the heat actually. Making sure that all my butter is nice and melted. And slightly add my flour. Yeah, I need all of that. I think I need more flour. I definitely need more flour. Definitely a lot more flour. I think I need about this much more. Good thing I knew I had flour. Let me just add that much first. Oh, that's good. That's perfect. Okay, I need way more flour actually. There we go. Ideally, you're not doing what I'm doing and you have it all figured out by the time that you add it all in. However, for the love of the game, I'm having fun. It's my birthday, I'm having fun. And that's what matters, to be honest. As long as you are cooking with fun, it doesn't really matter what you're doing. Look at this. It looks like a caramel sauce, but this is, do not be fooled. This is very much not caramel. This is bechamel. Basically, from a base of a roux, you make a bechamel. And then everything goes wrong. So you're a hater. And I'm going to eyeball my milk. I will add cream actually. I do want to add cream. It's supposed to be milk, but I want to add cream because I want it to be very, very viscous and creamy. And that's going to give it beautiful flavor. That's a good amount of heavy cream. And I'm just going to whisk it all. Okay, this shit keeps falling and it's pissing me off. And you have to make sure that you whisk it in all together. Oh, there we go. That's making it very thick. Now I'm going to lighten it up by adding quite a bit of milk. And I'm going to thicken it again by adding a lot of cheese that I grated. A lot of my... So, and this sauce is where a lot of my cheese is going to go to, giving me that cheesy flavor across all of my lasagna. So look at this beautiful sauce. Let me pull the computer closer. Beautiful, look at this. It's very creamy right now. I want it a little bit more liquidy because I'm gonna add cheese. And the cheese is gonna make it very thick, very fast. And I'm getting very close to being ready to add all of my ingredients. The only thing I'm missing is my pasta. And yes, you do want to season with salt and pepper, making sure that every single thing is seasoned accordingly. And I will be cooking it for a bit. What is that part again? The part that I'm doing is the white sauce. It's called a bechamel. I'm gonna let that simmer for a bit more. This is the white sauce, so it's the very creamy part that you're making. I'm smelling to make sure that it's good. It smells very floury, which is definitely not a good sign. It means I added a bit too much flour. And that's okay, it can always be fixed. You can always taste as you go, which I highly recommend, which is why I have a bunch of mini spoons. Oh yeah, that has a lot of flour. Yep, I added way too much flour. I had the correct measurement before. It just tastes like flour. That's okay. It can be fixed. Needs a lot more salt now. A lot of cracked pepper, a lot of salt. And this is not being made for just me. This is being made for a bunch of people. Oh yeah. There we go. Ooh, that's perfect. Oh, that's perfect. All right. And now I'm going to be taking a good amount of my Parmesan. Right? I'm taking my Parmesan cheese, and this is going to be part of my sauce. Oh, I definitely feel that spice from the pepper kicking in, and this is going to make it creamy and cheesy. Oh, that's exactly what I want. Oh, that's looking very good. I'm just going to let my cheese melt, make sure that it gets incorporated into the sauce. And you heard that? That was my beautiful oven telling me that it's ready. Meaning I turned it on at the correct time. You see all these stringy bits? That's the cheese melting. And I want to make sure that it gets very incorporated into the sauce, because I don't want to have bits of cheese sauce all over. Oh, and it has that saltiness from the cheese. I definitely think I want to add more Parmesan. I will be adding more Parmesan. Because, let's be honest, cheese is everything. You want flavor, and the cheese is your flavor. So, I will be grating it on the small side, so that way it melts quicker. I really need a microplane for this, but this works just fine. Oh, I want making sure that there's a lot of cheese in that sauce, because like I said, cheese is flavor. What is that? Oh, that's the tomatoes. That's not my blood. There's no blood here, I promise. My hands are fine, you see? I didn't cut myself. That's the tomato, because I put it in the sink. Trust me, I would be complaining if I cut myself. And you see, it's starting to get thicker. So I'm just going to let it reduce in the meantime. Obviously, you want to make sure that you stir every so often, because this is milk. It's milk-based, and it's going to thicken up. It's going to form, not thicken up. It's going to form a skin at the top, and you do not want a skin at the top. I highly assure you, you do not want to have a skin in your bechamel. Let me grab this, putting it over here. Now I will be tasting my beautiful red sauce, which is not so red anymore because we added our meat. Oh, that looks really good. It looks I think it looks undersalted, so yeah, it needs to reduce a lot. I think, I need to try this again. I need to try the sauce by itself. Oh, that's perfect seasoned. That's perfectly seasoned. You just need more pepper. Like, the salt level of this is beautiful. It's actually beautifully salted. So I don't want it to reduce much more, because if it reduces much more, actually, I can make it thicker by adding cream. It's going to, the color of it is going to suffer a little bit, but like I said, it's a pretty fresh sauce with a lot of fresh ingredients. So it never was going to be bright red like your jarred or your canned tomato sauces. And usually sauces are not supposed to be bright red. They're supposed to be a little bit orangey, a little bit yellowish. That's how you know your sauce is very fresh, when it's not red. If it's red, then there's definitely an issue. Ow, fuck, that's hot. Okay. My bechamel is thickening up. Oh yeah, that's thickening up a lot at the bottom. So I don't want that to stick at all. Yeah. Yeah, this is getting a lot thicker, which is what I'm looking for. And the reason why I'm making such a high quantity is because, like I said, I want a high quantity. I want to be able to put a lot of these ingredients inside of my lasagna. Oh yeah, this is getting a lot thicker, as you can see. My red 40, no! Okay. And we're going back. We're going on a little trip once again back to this station where it all started to go wrong. Getting this. Do I have? Hopefully this does not fall and cut my hand open. Thank you for not falling and cutting my hand open. We're gonna be cleaning up all of this because there's a lot of unused dough that form the skin, and it's also dough, which we do not want. We don't want any more dough on our pasta. That's the most important thing. And don't worry about my apron. I'm cleaning my hands on my apron, which is something you never do. But like I said, I don't really care. I'm cleaning my apron later anyways, so it's not the end of the world. And I'm gonna do something that's gonna be a little bit weird. Usually, you're supposed to cook your pasta, right? But I'm not gonna cook it. It's going to be fresh pasta, so it can cook as it bakes, right? There's a lot of sauces, a lot of ingredients already that are part of my thing. And I wanna make sure that it's nicely floured up. Beautiful. Now the rest of the flour, we spread it out on the table. Any little bits of dough that didn't make it into the pasta, no worries. And here comes the hardest part, rolling out the pasta dough, which is exactly the reason why I also used this bigger station. Oh, this is a shell. How did it? Okay, we're not gonna ask questions. I'm just glad I spotted a shell inside of my dough. How dare there be a shell in my dough? Okay, we're gonna be cutting our dough in two because this is a lot of dough. As you can tell, it's generally a lot. And I also put a lot of flour on my table. Way too much, but that's okay. We're gonna be making sure, because it's lasagna, right? You want your lasagna to be pretty thin. And this is the hardest part of all, getting it thin. And the thing is with lasagna, you want to have sheets. I know we're moving a lot, but that's okay. No worries. My dough is moving way too much. Ooh, that is very floured up. You can't even see it on camera. You can barely see it on the camera. That's funny. That's fine though. Because the thing is, the pasta also needs to dry up. So making fresh pasta dough is definitely not something I highly recommend for someone that's trying to eat very quickly. But if you're trying to have a fun time, this is definitely something you should do. I'm getting texted. Okay. My pasta dough is starting to get to the thickness that I'm looking for, because the thing is, you also don't want like thick pasta, right? Because if you have thick pasta, that's a thick chew, and we don't want a thick chew on our pasta. You see, this is very thick. It's like a 1/4 inch. We're looking for like 1/8 of an inch. Look how beautiful that is. It's such a beautiful pasta. You see, even with all the challenges that I went through trying to make this dough, it still turns out really good. The thing is, I have to roll out a lot of dough. I should have thought about this, to be honest, but it's okay. We're making a beautiful lasagna, and if I'm gonna make lasagna, I'm gonna make it the right way. Oops, let's not do that. Fix the dough, obviously. And it's very near the thickness that I'm looking for right now. Yeah, this is the thickness that I'm looking for. Yeah, perfect. Just making sure that all the sides are pretty much the same. Yep, this is the thickness that I'm looking for. And that was only one of them. There's another one that I have to do. In the meantime though, I'm gonna let that dry out, because that's the first one, that's the first layer I'm going to do. And I'm gonna make sure that a skin does not form on my bechamel. Beautiful. Okay. And time to clear up the rest of the table, so that way you guys can see the layering process of how I do it. Because there is a lot of debate as to how you're supposed to layer your lasagna. A lot of people think you put your pasta first, or some people think you put your pasta first, or your sauce first, or you put a little bit of butter or a little bit of oil and then your pasta. Like this is actually something that's real. Like there's debate amongst Italians and Americans and a lot of people, to be honest, about what you're supposed to put first on your lasagna, right? Like what goes first, right? I like to do my red sauce first. I know I'm like a little bit out of breath, but that's because this is genuinely takes a lot of effort to do. Let's put this over here. You guys can see the table. There we go. Beautiful. So what I'm looking for right here. This goes here. That's my bechamel right there. I will be getting this and a big spoon. Beautiful. And now it's time to get my red sauce here. Which, by the way, my red sauce is still boiling hot. Like, I'm genuinely scared to touch that. So, this has taken quite a while to make. But it's all gonna be worth it in the end. Because why? Because I made it! I made it! And I wanna make sure that my dough, I wanna measure out my dough to see how many pasta sheets I can make. So you see, this is barely enough to cover one layer. You see, this is why I needed to make at least 2. And this is still not gonna be enough. Even when I make 2, it's not gonna be enough. In the meantime, I'm gonna start layering some of my beautiful meaty sauce with a lot of beautiful tomato. And I know this looks like a lot, but I like the bottom of my pan, of my, oh, you're right, you guys can't even see it. Let me move this a little bit. There we go. Now you guys can see this. I like to coat the bottom of it with a lot of my creamy and my meat. Oops. That's a little lost soldier. That's really good. That's really good. I really outdid myself there. Did you eat tomato chunk? No, that was meat. I ate a meat chunk. I'm not that crazy, okay? I will say my sauce is a little too runny for my liking. My red sauce is a little too runny. It's okay. You learn as you go. Can't be too harsh on yourself. Oh, I'm taking a lot of the meat. I need to save some for the rest of the pasta. Beautiful. Now we just make sure that it's every single place has a little bit of meat. To be fair, this is a big pan, and this is also a tomato chunk which I do not want to eat. This is a big pan, so that's why it doesn't have to be that many layers. Where is my knife? I literally have my knife. Let's see, how are we gonna cut our pasta up? I'm gonna cut it the short way so that I have more pieces to work with. And I'm also gonna get rid of this flour from the side. This is the sharp side. Layer that. And the beautiful thing about making lasagna is that it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a rustic piece of pasta that you're putting together. So if there's a few holes, a few imperfections, that's like nothing that you have to really worry about, because that's what makes it unique, you know? Sheets upon sheets of lasagna over here. I'm gonna cut this in half. And this is gonna fit my corner. Let's go here. And last but not least, right here. Look at that. We got the first layer down. Woo! Time to do the same for bechamel. 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 That's not how you pronounce it, by the way. I'm just trying to be funny. But I'm not funny. So please don't take it out on me. Please, guys. Please. I'm begging you. We're going to take a lot of our bechamel sauce. And just... Oh. That's like half of our bechamel. Yeah. Give or take. That's like half. And half of our bechamel, we're just going to spread it on top of this. It's a very rustic lasagna, by the way. This is in no means whatsoever is this perfect, because I'm having fun. It's my birthday. I get to have fun. And now, time to do the other pasta roll. I should have rolled out, but it's okay. Let me see if I can keep it mostly a rectangle. Which chances of this happening are very unlikely, but we can try our best. Actually, it's working quite nicely. And I'm going to use some of the flour that's already in the table to flour my dough, making sure to get both sides floured up. Because the thing is, the last thing I want is for my dough to get stuck. And I'm also stretch it out like this. Stretching it out like that because, like I said, we were doing the those types of pieces like that. And now it's almost ready to go into the oven. We just have to finish this up. It's still a little bit too thick for my liking. I highly discourage anyone from rolling pasta dough by hand. If you have a KitchenAid, use that, because you have no idea how much effort it takes to do this. And I am a trained person too. Like, I have training in rolling out pasta. Perfect. We can finish off with this here. I am very softly cutting the pasta with my knife. And what you saw is I didn't put any red sauce in between because I want to do red sauce, pasta, white sauce. It's gonna be weird, and that's the beauty of it. I don't want it to be perfect. I want it to be, each bite has like a different sense to it. You know what I mean? Oh, that's so beautiful. That is so beautiful. It's looking so pretty. This is too long. And any pieces of pasta that I have left over, I'm just gonna throw it away because I'm not gonna use this to make fresh pasta. Like, it is not happening. I am not making more fresh pasta in a long time. Okay. We can use this piece right here to cover this up. Use this little piece over here to cover this side up, this little corner. What time is it? It is 3:15, so my family is almost home. They will be surprised, and that's, I think, Good. I hope. I hope they're happy. If they're not happy, too bad. I am. And they're gonna have to deal with it. Lasagna. I'm gonna make sure that I use a good chunk. Like I finish off my red meat, my red sauce. Making sure to get all the corners. Yeah, this is still hot to the touch. So I'm gonna put on the glove. That's the rest of my red sauce. Now we go with my bechamel on top of my red sauce. I should have divided this better, but that's okay. Oh, let's not scrape that. Mixed in with my red sauce, I guess. It's fine. It's fine. Mixed in with my red sauce. We're gonna hit it with more Parmesan, because I love Parmesan. And I don't know where I put my other cheese. Oh, I found it. Parmesan on top. This is gonna give it extra flavor, an extra pop of flavor. And it has to be a lot. You cannot be shy. You see how much I put? Basically almost all of it. Now my Romano, which is a pretty strong cheese, we're gonna sprinkle that on top. And this is gonna give me that beautiful cheesy crust on the top. I do want more Romano because this is not enough. I want a nice, thick crust of cheese. If you're lactose, this recipe is not for you, my boy. Almost all of the cheese I have is being used. And it's a lot of cheese I have. So, yeah, make sure that you use most of it. And get the corners. Oh, that looks so delicious. And into the oven it goes at 355 for 30 to 45 minutes. Oh. Woo! We got to gamble now. Okay, hold on, because I'm really tired and there's a lot of dishes to be done. This is the parm. This is the Romano. If you're asking why I'm smelling them, it's because they have very distinct smells. Like very vastly different smells. In the meantime, I do want to gamble. So we are gambling! Where is my coin? I had a coin over here. And now it's gone. Oh, I found it. Gamble, 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 gamble. Oh, I forgot to put a timer. Fuck. Set a timer for 25 minutes. Come on, Siri.
25 minutes.
Thank you, Siri. It took you that long? God damn. You're stupid. You're useless. Don't look at me. Anyway, this is a big mess that I don't want to deal with right now. So I want to gamble, right? Because you know what it is? You gamble your problems away. That's my lucky number is 9. I won money! I won money! 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 Yeah! I think I won $4. Wait, hold on. There's a $20 bonus? Shit. I did not get the $20 bonus. But I did win money! 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 Look, guys! I won money! Money! You see, my lucky number is 9, and I got 9 right there. Anyways, I did win money. So I haven't made any money, but I haven't lost any money yet. I am getting a lot of messages. Anyways, I will be ignoring those messages because I am in the middle of a stream. My lucky number 13. And I did not win anything. Wait, let's see. Nope. Didn't even get the bonus. This is a loser. I will be scratching the $2 one. We're moving up. We're moving. Oh shit! It fucking fell on the floor. What are my lucky numbers? Oh, I got 2 numbers that are lucky numbers. 13 and 10. It's 13 and 10 again. Alright, time to scratch them out. What the fuck is that? Please, I just want one number. No! I didn't win anything. God damn it. God damn it. I should just kill myself, probably. Yeah, I didn't get anything on this one. Well, time to scratch the big one. The one that everyone's been waiting for. My $5 one. My $5 scratch off ticket. Oh my god, my fucking fingernails are full of shit. Or, well, not shit, dough. But it's basically shit. Because I don't want dough on my hands. I have 4 winning numbers. 10, 9, 3, 22. Oh, the instructions are on the back. I did not get any of those. Just gonna scratch them all like this. Please give me money. Please give me money. please. Wait, hold on. Oh, I do get money for this one. $10! I got my money back! I actually won $2. Woo! Let's go! I'm not losing money! Let's go! Two whole dollars! Let's go! I spent $10 getting these scratch off tickets and now I win $2. Thank flipping God. I'm just like reading these rules to make sure that I'm not missing anymore. Wait, I think I get $4. I do get extra money. And my family's home. This is horrible timing. I will be muting for a minute. Anyways, I am back. I am sorry for being gone so for so long. I was trying to get my family to leave me alone. And in the meantime, I am cleaning my tables. I am making sure that everything is clean because there is a lot of stuff here. And I'm using this like spoon thingy because it's the closest thing I have to a bench scraper. If I had a bench scraper, this would go by a million times faster. But because I don't, it's not going by a million times faster. Perfect. Perfect. So now you guys can watch me clean the table. I need water. I need water not for me, but for the actual table because this is not wet enough. I love cleaning. This is so much fun. Oops, I did not mean to drop this. And now I'm going to take this nice, beautiful towel and spread it around the table, getting all the soap off the table. Now the floor is very slippery because there's a lot of, oh my god, there's a lot of soap and water in the floor, so. I'm also checking if the lasagna is cooking correctly because obviously that's the whole point of the stream, for the lasagna to cook correctly. And this needs a shit ton of water. Like literally all of these, this is actually like a mountain of dishes. You can't see it from that side, but this is actually like a mountain of dishes. I mean, to be fair, did you see everything that I used? I used a lot of stuff, so. And the thing is, like, I used everything that I needed to use. I didn't even use like excessive amounts of stuff. Maybe if I bought like, instead of actual tomatoes, if I bought like canned tomatoes, that would reduce a good chunk of the dishes. But still, there was still going to be a lot of dishes regardless. The table's clean. Oh, that smells so good. I smell the Romano. Oh. That smells so wonderful. It's not getting the melty cheese that I like, unfortunately, but that's because I fucked up with the sauce at the top. However, it's still cooking very beautifully. And this lasagna is gonna cook closer to 45 minutes. It's gonna take a while. This lasagna is gonna take quite a while, mostly because it's a lot of liquid. Hi, I'm back. What did I miss? I left around the first layer of lasagna. So yeah, the lasagna is in the oven. Right now, you guys are gonna watch me clean. Because who doesn't love watching people clean up? You wanna watch me clean, right? You wanna watch me clean? You wanna watch me clean? I don't know what that was about, guys. A guy grabbed the computer and just like started running. But it's okay. They're dead. They're dead. Dead! I killed them. They're no longer in this planet with us. So as you can see, they are going over the sink. It's not something I like to see, usually. Usually when you have a sink, you like want to see this empty. This is the opposite of empty. It's like quite full actually. So I genuinely do not know where to start. Where did I put the soap? I got the soap. I'm going to start with my knives. I think that's the right way to go. My knives first, because the only thing that matters is my knives. And nothing else. And this is like a sharpening thingy. Oh no, this is overflowing. Look how beautiful this blade is. I'm gonna need like 50 towels to dry everything. I wish I had Knife Fury here because he would help me tremendously with poles and everything, but it's okay. This perfect. This is my other knife, my baby knife. Go, and that's both of my knives done, and everything else it's going to stay. Knight not doing his work. Yeah, I know, right? The one time I need Knight, right, I give him employment and he doesn't even come to work. You know how crazy that is? You know how crazy that is? Asking for your employer to give you like something to do, and then when he gives you something to do, you don't want to do anything. Yeah, that's basically what it is. That's exactly what it is. Why am I getting so many text messages? I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like getting text messages in such high quantity. Putting this face down over here. You guys can hear that bus and like bother. What, like I probably just put that down and it's not even like making a single noise. Like I just know that's my luck. Cause it was like, it felt like it was a disco or like a party on my pocket. Because I don't think I can use the word that I want to use. Because obviously I'm going to be silenced. Did I miss the lasagna prep? You missed the lasagna everything. You missed everything from the lasagna, as a matter of fact. because, you know, it's in the oven. And it's going to be in the oven for a good while. Why is this such a mess? Like, it's not fun to organize. Perfect. So, only the eating part? Will I even eat it? Or will I just drop it on the floor? Just getting dropped on the floor. Why were you gonna start sobbing? Oh shit. Shut up, Rowan. Shut up! Stop it! Stop it! I'm gonna repeat the timer. I'm just gonna add another 25 minutes. Oh, that is beautiful. But yeah, that still needs more time. Yeah. About 10 more minutes. Sar, can you start a timer for 10 minutes? And like just start typing in chat when it's done. So that way I know to look. Because I am not going to look at my phone. That would not be hilarious. Me dropping my lasagna would be terrible. It would be tragic. You saw how much hours I put into this? I started streaming almost 3 hours ago. It's almost been 3 hours. It's basically been 3 hours of me streaming non-stop. I mean, besides that break that I muted myself, but that's because my family came in. I want to see the beautiful lasagna too, man. I will show you the lasagna then. Give me a second. Let me just dry my hands so I don't burn them and I don't get water all over my computer, all over my pewter. I do need to wipe this down though, just a little bit. There we go. How long does it take before it's ready? It depends. Ow! Mine is pretty liquidy. Oh, this smells so good. Look at that beautiful lasagna. Mmm, so creamy. Usually a lasagna is supposed to be between 35 to 50 minutes. It depends how big your lasagna is. There's a lot of factors to how long you should cook a lasagna for. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Basic. I will say, if you guys want to watch more cooking streams, literally let me know. Because I love cooking. I'm pretty sure it's quite evident that I love cooking after doing this stream. 8 minutes left. Awesome. Thank you for setting the timer, Evan. Yeah, it's quite evident that I love cooking. It's just... the main issue is that food prices are expensive, so I would need a millionaire to give me money. I would need the millionaires from chat. I need the wealthy furries to give me money. And if they give me enough money, if they give me like so much money that I can buy a fursuit, I will do a fursuit cooking stream, which is something that a lot of people might want to see. Trust me, a lot of the wealthy furries are gonna want to see that. So hopefully we get to a point where that's the reality. Oh my god, this is... Right, so just like that, almost half of the big stuff is gone. But this is gonna take a lot longer. This one I have to make sure. You guys love me washing dishes, right? What else is there to love besides gambling? Obviously, I know you guys love my gambling. My gambling addiction is unlike any other because I love spending money, right, guys? I may love spending money, but I love winning money. I love winning money. That is my favorite part. My favorite part about anything is winning money. Getting paid. Who doesn't love getting paid, bro? Let's be for real. I mean, the only thing that I can understand of you not liking getting paid is the IRS taking all your money. But we can all evade taxes, you know. Taxes are optional. Money is forever. You know? Who needs taxes anyways? Who needs to pay taxes? Like, that's just like a made up concept. You guys evade taxes? Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Don't worry. I know you. I know some of you do. Oh, you evade taxes, Sar? That's good. That's good. As you should, as your God-given right to evade taxes. It's actually a God-given right. Like whenever you go to church, you gotta pray to God and tell him, God, let me evade taxes. And he's gonna tell you your wish is granted. And you see, there were a lot of Republicans wishing for not, like they didn't want to pay more taxes, right? And look what happened. They put Elon Musk in power, and just like that, Elon Musk is now getting rid of the IRS, which is such a good thing, right, guys? Definitely a good thing. No more taxes for anyone. Woo! Oh shit. The rich become richer. Woo! We love richness. My money is mine forever, totally. Not even the store will take it from me. You only pay you only pay the amount that's shown on the actual aisle. You don't pay those sales tax. Who are you to pay sales tax? Exactly. That's what I thought. Sales tax is a propaganda to get you to pay more taxes. It's what big corpo do in order to get more money out of you. What state do I live in? The worst one. I'm sure you can figure it out. It's quite easy to figure it out, I'm gonna be honest. And if you need more. No, actually, not California or New York. Surprisingly, those are not the worst ones. Like, this is starting to become... Yes, you got it. And it's definitely a state of hysteria. That is definitely one of them. A state of dementia is what other people like to call me. I usually have a goldfish memory. Leave Texas alone. Texas is up there too. I highly agree. You see, almost all of my dishes are gone. It's almost as if like I started talking and telepathically all of them just disappeared. Every single dish that I had. Like I'm actually The video that you're seeing right now, that's not actually me. That's just pre-recorded video. Like I pre-recorded the video, right, of me washing dishes so that you guys could so that I could like brainwash you guys into giving me more money. It's all part of my master plan. You guys just don't understand. Oh, oh, that looks awesome. Oh, that looks awesome. Texas is full with a bunch of racists and conservatives. Oh, that crust is so beautiful. Oh my god. I'm flipping my pizza again because it's almost done. Oh, that's such a beautiful crust. And you guys are going to see it, don't worry. I will be taking it out in, I'm going to give it like another 5 minutes. I know the 10-minute timer is supposed to be going up soon. But I'm going to give it 5 more minutes because I want that crust to, I want it to really develop. 30 seconds. Set up a 5-minute timer now. My chat is my personal timer. I'm sorry guys for abusing you and utilizing you in ways that you guys have never been used before, which is basically keeping my time. 8 seconds. Yeah, I'm actually a very abusive streamer. I blue city in a red state. Yeah, that's what Miami is. Actually, I don't know what Miami is. Miami is Miami. Let's just say that. Miami is Miami. Miami is its own thing. Miami is like a rainbow in a red state. And not because people are gay. It's just a rainbow because it's everything. It's everything and nothing all at once. It's a state of bliss. Dallas is a city, not a state. But yeah, Dallas is very blue. But my cows in my big acre, my big 20 trillion acre land. Why are my cows not voting? We have so much land and still we have little blue dots that are governing everyone. Population density is not the forte of the Republicans. Have you ever traveled to another state? I have. I've traveled to Texas. I've traveled to Colorado, South Carolina. I will be going to North Carolina this summer. I've traveled almost everywhere in Florida. And there's one more place. Oh yeah, New York. Yeah, I've gone to New York. When I went to Toronto and I crossed into New York. I think it was New York. I hope it was New York. I don't want to make myself sound like a fool. But yeah, I have. Definitely worth it. Literally, it's so different than here in Miami because I love getting stared at by people who are racist, like so blatantly racist, and they just look at me and they're like they get like an aneurysm looking at me. My bare existence gives them an aneurysm. And they just die. They die. I kill them with my mind. My mind kills them. And it's funny. Wow, whoa. You're trying so hard to get me to pull out my that's not that is let's not say that word. Let's say you're trying to make me retrieve my lasagna out of the oven quicker. How could you? I totally did not say pull out. I I am never taking out. I'm never taking it out. I'm leaving it in. I'm leaving it in forever. You're cooked. You're done for. It's staying in. I'm leaving it in there. You guys will never see the light of day. It will never see the light of day ever again. 1 minute. You know what? I'm gonna bring it out because I think it's worth it. I'm just gonna bring it out now, and I'm gonna hope for the best that I don't drop this shit because I will genuinely start crying on stream. Real tears, by the way. Oh, that looks so good. Woo! Oh, that looks so good. Oh, that looks amazing. No, you guys have to see this. Oh my God, that looks so good. That looks phenomenal. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I cooked. I cooked, bro. I cooked. Let that guy cook. Quite literally, let me cook. Because that's the only thing I'm good at ever at life. I'm good at nothing else. Only at cooking. I'm joking. I'm good at sleeping. I am a competitive sleeper. Let's see what else I'm good at. I'm good at eating. I'm really good at eating, especially I'm good at eating sweets, like competitive sweet eater. I love eating meat. I love putting meat in my... I will not be continuing. I will not be continuing that sentence. That sentence will be not heard of anymore. It never happened. Anyways, as I was saying, I am a competitive eater. Right? You guys have never seen a competitive eater before. I am one of those. Thank you. You can hold your applauses. I know. I understand. It's still... Oh, it's still liquidy. I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit before I do the crunch test. It's probably pretty watery, right? Looks pretty watery, which I don't have an issue with. I prefer soft lasagna. Like, I literally like a hot pool of lava on my face, or well, not on my face, on my mouth. Of yummy meat, hot meat, steamy, melting all over. Okay. Okay, guys. Guys. That did not happen. That did not happen. Sup dunkster head into the lasagna confirmed. Ah! I don't know how close my face was to that. That could have probably given me like third-degree burns. Anyways, I don't think I'll be taste testing it because this is gonna take a while to cool. Or unless you guys want to watch me stare at my lasagna just cool down. That would be such amazing content. Just stare at my lasagna for like 30 minutes watching it get cool. Yeah. I think we should do that, right? Dude, this stream has lasted long enough. Long enough. I've been cooking for way too long. I didn't want to cook on my birthday, but I really wanted lasagna. So I made lasagna, and now I feel nothing. I feel nothing at all. Because I haven't eaten it, and it's not in my mouth or in my stomach. Not, it didn't fulfill my destiny or fulfill my fantasies. I will feel nothing ever again. Nothing in life. I'm joking. I'm not gonna eat it. I'm not gonna eat this. This is like this will give me third-degree burns. I actually got third-degree burns the other day. I was making caramel, and I got third-degree burns in my hand. You see all of that? It's red. It's red. I got third-degree burns. Urgh. I have to. It's fine because third degrees are not the worst. They're actually the. If you're gonna get a burn, it better be a third degree, not a first or second, because that's just the skin getting burnt. But yeah, I need to put creams, and it's going to scar a little bit, but it's going to mostly fade away into existence. I hope, because I can literally see my vein. Oh, I see my vein right there. Anyways, consume the tellers. Do you want me to like grow like 30 pounds? This is like 30 pounds, dude. This is heavy as fuck. Like, I was scared that I was gonna drop it. Like, I was scared with my life. I would have ended myself on stream, on camera. I would have grabbed a knife if I dropped it. You know what? Just because you said that, Sar, just because you said that, I'm ending the stream. I am ending the stream just because you said that right now. Stream is done. Stream is over. You guys are not going to see me eat the lasagna. You're just going to see a picture of a lasagna in a nice little plate just because you said that. Goodbye, chat. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure, guys. On my birthday. Anyways, you guys can still send me money. Don't think you can't send me money yet. Like I'm still accepting donations. Okay, like I gotta shout that out before I end the stream. I need that money. This shit, that was fucking $50 worth of ingredients. That was expensive as fuck. And I had eggs. I had flour. So when's the PayPal drop? I should actually do that. I forgot. I took it off my Twitch. I gotta put it back. I will put it back eventually. I'm not putting it back eventually. I'm gonna forget. Anyways, that was really expensive, dude. And the fact that I had flour, I had milk, I had eggs at home. Whatever. It'll be fine. My wallet will live. I hope. I'm praying for the best of it. Anyways, goodbye, chat. It's time for me to enjoy my lasagna, and you guys will see pictures of it, but not of me. This is the last time you see me forever. I will be going back into the basement. You have a question? What's your question? Farewell, cringe furry? Okay, bro. Okay. Says you. Says you. What do you mean what? This is not Edgar? Huh? I want to send you a birthday art. Where can I send it to you? In my server. Let me see if I can pull up the server link. Let's go and send the server link in chat for the first time ever. Because I always forget to send the server link. Copy link. Twitch chat. And copy and paste. Bam! Boom! So you can join the server and just put it in the art channel, and that's perfect. In the meantime, I will be watching I would literally be watching my lasagna cool down. I'm not joking. I will just watch. Anyways, bye guys.